Microsoft, what are you doing? So we got a couple of Microsoft stories. I know we've been following Microsoft and all of their massive missteps over the last several months. Most of it related to AI and pushing AI into consumer products and pushing it on to people who don't want it. So we're going to talk about Copilot. There's an error with Copilot that apparently it can read your email. That's great. And Copilot is sort of the bedrock of Windows 11. It's very hard to get rid of Copilot. They want to put it in everything, including Notepad. So that's another oopsie doopsie. And this is after they released several Windows 11 patches that actually nerfed people's systems. Copilot slows everything down. I would highly recommend you turn it off, which you can do. You have to figure out how to do that. There are tutorials to figure out how to do that. But I also would recommend looking into Linux Mint if you want a Windows-like experience without all the invasive bullshit that is modern Microsoft. That's on one hand. The other hand, so Phil Spencer is out at Xbox, and they just put a woman in charge who comes from an AI company. But she promises, guys, we're not going to have any soulless AI slop at Microsoft. She just has a background in AI, and she's coming over to Xbox. So RIP Microsoft. It's been fun. Good luck with all this. So before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. Guys, we've been covering Microsoft a lot lately because they've been basically destroying computers one update at a time. And I think people are getting tired of it. And Microsoft is huge. They're one of the pillars of the internet. And unfortunately, we all gave them that power. We used to have multiple operating systems, just like we used to have multiple search engines, and Google was just one of many, and now they pretty much own the space, and Microsoft is, clearly the leader, and unfortunately, I don't think they should be, but your grandma's not going to ask questions. They're just going to shove Copilot into her computer and, send screen caps to Microsoft and leak her emails and all this other crazy crap. And then she's not going to know how to turn it off. And she's going to call you and you're going to have to fix it. It's going to be a pain in the ass. BBC has it. Microsoft error sees confidential emails exposed to AI tool Copilot. So Microsoft, this is interesting. This came from the BBC. They're all turning on Microsoft. Microsoft has acknowledged an error causing its AI work assistant to access and summarize users' confidential emails by mistake. By mistake. I'm using air quotes, finger quotes. You just can't see it. The tech giant has pushed Microsoft 365 Copilot Chat as a secure way for workplaces and their staff to use generative AI. But it said a recent issue caused the tool to surface information to some enterprise users from messages stored in their drafts and sent email folders, including those marked as confidential. Oopsie doopsie. Microsoft says it has rolled out an update to fix the issue, and that it did not provide anyone access to information that they weren't already authorized to see. However, some experts warned the speed at which companies compete to add new AI features mean these kinds of mistakes were inevitable. Copilot Chat can be used within Microsoft programs such as Outlook and Teams, used for emails and chat functions to get answers to questions or summarize messages. They're doing this with Google too. They have their Gemini thing, and it's wrong a lot. Like, summarize this email. No, I did not say this. We identified and addressed an issue where Microsoft 365 Copilot Chat could return content from emails labeled confidential, authored by a user, and stored within their draft and sent items in Outlook desktop. While our access controls and data protection policies remain intact, this behavior did not meet our intended Copilot experience. It sounds like it was written by AI, which is designed to exclude protected content from Copilot access. We're so sorry. We're so sorry that your confidential shit got leaked. And this is on top of their data locker thing they have going. Look, Microsoft is not secure, and just realize, if you're using it, especially for business, if you don't want anybody to see it, you probably shouldn't use their tools. I'm just saying, you shouldn't be using Google's either, because it's not as secure as they claim it is. So this is their primary customer right now, the Microsoft 365 customer. That's where a lot of their revenue is coming from. And you just told them that, hey, our shit's not secure. It's not secure. A configuration update has been deployed worldwide for enterprise customers. The blunder was first reported by tech news outlet Bleeping Computer, which said it had seen a service alert confirming the issue. It cited a Microsoft notice saying users' email messages with a confidential label applied are being incorrectly processed by Microsoft 365 Copilot chat. What if it sends confidential information to like the wrong person or something? I could totally see it doing that. Be like, oh, you're talking shit about so-and-so. Let's send an email there. Oh, you didn't mean to send it to them? You wanted to talk behind their back? I didn't understand. Honest. The notice added that a work tab within Copilot chat had summarized email messages stored in a user's draft and sent folders, even when they had a sensitivity label on it, and a data loss prevention policy configured to prevent unauthorized data sharing. Our report suggests Microsoft became aware of the error in January, so they've known about it for like a month. Well, you don't want to broadcast that because January is when they rolled out that update that nerfed a bunch of people's computers. And they're already making all kinds of headlines. Yeah, interesting. So let's see here. Data leakage will happen. Oh, wait, is that what they're saying? Data leakage will happen. They said for some experts, the issue highlights the risk of adopting generative AI tools in certain work environments. This guy, Nadir Heinen, who's a data protection and AI governance analyst, he said this sort of fumble is unavoidable given the frequency of new and novel AI capabilities being released. The problem is, my understanding with Windows 11 and Copilot is they basically are vibe coding it. Like they don't have people doing quality control on it. They don't have a lot of real devs working on it. They're basically letting the AI write itself. And this is the stupid shit that it's doing. Yeah. He told BBC News organizations using these AI products often lack tools needed to protect themselves and manage each new feature. Under normal circumstances, organizations would simply switch off the feature and wait until governance caught up. Unfortunately, the amount of pressure caused by the torrent of unsubstantiated AI hype makes it near impossible. So yeah, this is the problem, right? The cart is getting away from the horse. They're rolling out the AI faster than they can double check it. And just to say they did it because we're in an AI arms race right now, and it's going to do stupid stuff like this, right? It's not ready. It's not ready for prime time, but they bet the farm on AI and in particular Copilot. And so they got to use it, right? They got to use it and they got to force you to use it. But what's going to happen is somebody's stuff's going to get leaked. There's going to be a lawsuit, and we'll see. Now, speaking of Microsoft and speaking of AI and speaking of dumbass decisions, this is the new boss of Xbox. Now, I don't know if you can hurt Xbox anymore because Xbox is a dying brand, but the new boss, who comes from an AI background, promises not to flood it with soulless AI slop. This is Asha Sharma, formerly the head of Microsoft's AI division, which is causing problems. Now she's in charge of Xbox. She promises many more great games made by humans. So yeah, Phil Spencer is stepping down. His replacement is Asha Sharma, the president of Microsoft's core AI product division. And in the new Xbox head's first memo, she promises to avoid AI slop, but makes it clear that AI will be part of the brand's future. They're probably going to shove Copilot into the Xbox games. You watch. So on February 20th, Spencer confirmed in an interview with IGN he's stepping down from his role as CEO of Microsoft Gaming over a decade leading Xbox, while many assumed his replacement would be Sarah Bond. Yeah, that's what a lot of people thought was going to be Sarah Bond. That wasn't the case. Bond is also leaving Xbox alongside Spencer. Instead, Sharma, who's the AI person, has been chosen to lead the Xbox division, and in her first memo to the company obtained by The Verge and later shared by Xbox, the former head of AI at Microsoft promised the return of Xbox. Bullshit. And claimed she would not be flooding Xbox with AI slop, but rather is going to evolve and be part of Xbox's future. If it goes half as well as Copilot in Windows 11, you're done. Like Xbox is done. As monetization and AI evolve and influences future, we will not chase short-term efficiency or flood our ecosystem with soulless AI slop. Games are and always will be art, crafted by humans and crafted with the most innovative technology provided by us. That's what she says. I don't know if it's going to go that way. We must have great games beloved by players before we do anything. Well, don't put Copilot in Xbox. New Xbox boss committed to the console side of the business, but okay, here's the other shoe, because a lot of people are speculating that Xbox is done, that it doesn't make sense for Microsoft to make a new console in this market. She says they're going to celebrate the history of Xbox with a renewed commitment to Xbox starting with a console. It's not going back to simply being a console. The brand will continue to expand to more platforms like mobile and streaming. Gaming now lives across devices, not within the limits of any single piece of hardware. As we expand across PC, mobile, and cloud, Xbox, with AI, by the way, Xbox should feel seamless, instant, and worthy of the communities we serve. We will break down barriers so developers can build once and reach players everywhere without compromise. Oh, my God. Yeah. Is this a new era for Xbox? Are we seeing first signs that Xbox is dead and about to be consumed by Microsoft? I think that's 100% what's going to happen. I think they're going to basically AI themselves into the wood chipper. I think it's very clear that that's all they care about right now. If they're putting the head of AI in charge of gaming and she's talking cloud and AI and all that, yeah, it's over, man. So there we go. How do you guys feel about it? I wouldn't feel very secure using Microsoft for anything sensitive at this point. I'm going to wrap it up. Please subscribe. We'll talk later.